everyone. I'm so glad to be back reading a story to everyone. It's kind of a misty morning, which is not a bad thing. It's just a different thing. So we're being cozy here inside our house. And today I've got a story for you. I think I've read in class, but I can't remember because Miss Leanna's getting old and there's just so many books. Anyway, today's book is called Last Stop on Market Street. Again, because I'm shooting the selfie style, this is going to be backwards, but you get the picture. And this is a book that my family received through the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, which, if you didn't know, is the program that Dolly Parton, and everyone loves Dolly because Dolly's amazing. If you get a moment when you see me just in regular life, ask me about Dolly because I love her and I will talk to you endlessly about my love for Dolly. That's an aside. Anyway, this is a program that Dolly started years ago because she wants to encourage literacy amongst children. So you can sign up to receive a book, I think every month, free from her Imagination Library, from birth to kindergarten. We're 5 years old. I forget the exact specifics. And the Cass County, I believe, participates in it. Well, clearly, because I live in Cass County and we participate in it. And we signed up through it originally when we lived in Illinois. And when we moved back to Kansas City and to Cass County, our parents' teacher helped us sign up for it here. So I will get the information on how to sign up for it if you haven't already signed up for it and post it on our Facebook page and post that because I think it's a really, really, really great program. You get some really interesting books that you probably wouldn't normally seek out, and it's just fun. Anyway, oh my gosh, 2 minutes I've already been talking and I haven't even started reading yet. I'm gonna get started. This book is about being thankful, is about really being mindful of seeing the people and the things around you, not taking things for granted, which I think is something we kind of need right now, maybe more the adults than the kids right now. So let's get started. Last Stop on Market Street by Matt de la Pena. Pictures by Christian Robinson. Fantastic. I'm going to change my stance so you can see these pictures because they're really cute. For Luna and her grandmas, Roni and Grace. For Nana. And see, look how fun these pictures are. So clearly, they're in sort of a city environment. There's a big incline, lots of cars, people riding bikes. CJ pushed through the church doors, skipped down the steps. The outside air smelled like freedom, but it also smelled like rain, which freckled CJ's shirt and dripped down his nose. See, there's CJ coming out the church doors. That's a pretty church. It's got nice windows. He ducked under his Nana's umbrella saying, "How come we gotta wait for the bus in all this wet?" "Trees get thirsty too," his Nana told him. "Don't you see that big one drinking through a straw?" CJ looked for a long time, but he never saw a straw. Do you see a straw in that tree? If you look carefully, you might. What do straws look like? They're kind of long and skinny. From the bus stop, he watched water pool on flower petals, watched rain patter against the windshield of a nearby car. His friend Colby climbed in, gave CJ a wave, and drove off with his dad. "Nana, how come we don't got a car?" See, there's CJ and his grandma waiting at the bus stop, and Colby driving off with his dad in the car. Rain is starting. "Boy, what do we need a car for? We got a bus that breathes fire. And old Mr. Dennis, who's always got a trick for you." The bus creaked to a stop in front of them. It sighed and sagged and the door swung open. There they go. Now, some of you may have not seen a bus like this before. It's a little different than the yellow school buses that you normally see. This is a city bus. What's that I see? Mr. Dennis asked. He pulled a coin from behind CJ's ear, placed it in his palm. Nana laughed her deep laugh and pushed CJ along. They sat right up front. The old man across the way was tuning a guitar. The old woman with curlers in her hair had butterflies in a jar. Nana gave everyone a greeting and a great big smile and a good afternoon. She made CJ did the same. I think Nana's teaching CJ some manners. The bus lurched forward and stopped, lurched forward and stopped. Nana hummed as she knit. How come we always gotta go here after church, CJ said. Miguel and Colby never have to go nowhere. I feel sorry for those boys, she told him. They'll never get a chance to meet Bobo or the Sunglass Man. And I hear Trixie got herself a brand new hat. CJ stared out the window, feeling sorry for himself. He watched cars zip by on the other side, watched a group of boys hop curbs on bikes. Sounds like CJ is entertaining himself by looking out the window. A man climbed aboard with a spotted dog. I think that's the spotted dog right here. CJ gave up his seat. How come that man can't see? Boy, what do you know about seeing? Nana told him. Some people watch the world with their ears. That's a fact, their noses too, the man said, sniffing at the air. That's a mighty fine perfume you're wearing today, ma'am. Nana squeezed the man's hand and laughed her deep laugh. Two older boys got on next. CJ watched as they moved on by and stood him back. Sure wish I had one of those, he said. Nana set down her knitting. What for? You've got the real live thing sitting across from you. Why don't you ask the man if he'll play us a song? And that's the man they're talking about right there. CJ didn't have to. The guitar player was already plucking strings and beginning to sing. To feel the magic of music, the blind man whispered, I like to close my eyes. Nana closed hers too. So did CJ. And the spotted dog. And in the darkness, the rhythm lifted CJ out of the bus, out of the busy city. He saw sunset colors swirling over crashing waves. He saw a family of hawks slicing through the sky. He saw the old woman's butterflies dancing free in the light of the moon. CJ's chest grew full, and he was lost in the sound, and the sound gave him the feeling of magic. The song ended, and CJ opened his eyes. Everyone on the bus clapped, even the boys in back. Nana glanced at the coin in CJ's palm. CJ dropped it in the man's hat. Last stop on Market Street, Mr. Dennis called. See, they're getting off the bus. It must be their stop. CJ looked around as he stepped off the bus. Crumbling sidewalks and broken down doors. Graffiti-tagged windows and boarded-up stores. He reached for his Nana's hand. How come it's always so dirty over here? She smiled and pointed to the sky. Sometimes, when you're surrounded by dirt, CJ, you're a better witness for what's beautiful. CJ saw the perfect rainbow arcing over the soup kitchen. He wondered how his Nana always found beautiful where he never even thought to look. He looked all around them again. At the bus rounding the corner out of sight, and the broken street lamps still lit up bright, and the stray cat shadows moving across the wall. When he spotted their familiar faces in the window, he said, "I'm glad we came." Where do you think they're at? Nana and CJ. They took the bus in the city to go somewhere. He thought his Nana might laugh, her deep laugh, but she didn't. She patted him on the head and told him, "Me too, CJ. Now come on." See, there's Nana and there's CJ. If you look around, they're helping people. They're helping feed people. And here's CJ and Nana waiting for the bus to take them back home. And that's our book today. It's a book about helping people, seeing the things around us and appreciating the things that we have and the things that we don't have, and maybe thinking about helping some people around us. I hope you guys are having a great day. Give a hug to someone you love, and I'll see you next time. I love you.